Hello. I want to talk about my Micron Rev overclock that I have going. It's two of these kits. The primaries are 4000 CL18. Should be easier to show, so it'd be. I mean, this is what I have, but it was 4000, 18, 1919, 19, 39, and then TRC probably defaults like 80 or some shit. But anyway, uh, I want to show off my Rev E. All these are Micron Rev E, 8 gigabit. And I'm pretty sure I have some very abnormal Rev E behavior. So I have a 5800 XCD on an ASUS TUF X570 Plus on the most recent BIOS version. I believe it still is. So I was on 5013. I believe it's still. Actually, doesn't matter. All right. Yeah. So, oh, this came out not too long ago. But anyway, I'm not updating to this because I don't care. All right. Anyway, I believe I have some very strange Rev E behavior. So I have 4x8 on a daisy chain motherboard. If you don't know what that means um your channels 2 and 4 have the best tracings to them, I guess, and then channels 1 and 3 do not. They're just tacked on to have more memory, but the best stability would be if you only had 2 RAM 6 in. So, this is what I got going. First, I want to talk about the voltages here and my terminations. I am using a lot of voltage. 1.15 SoC, 1.05 on VDDP, SCCD, and IOD. I looked it up. It seems like these are all safe to use for long term, but you probably shouldn't. And I didn't bother trying to minimize voltages. I want to see what worked, and if this is safe enough, fine enough for me. For using 1.55 volts on VDIM, and then subsequently it'd be 0.775 on this. 1.55 is safe for Rev E, at least from everything I've seen. And I did need 1.55 to get everything I have here working, because 1.5, some things wouldn't tighten as much. And then this is kind of just default stuff where 36.9 is normally the best for Ryzen 5000. 731 I've seen is normally standard for if you're using 4 DIMMs. And then this is just default drive shrink that works basically always. But I want to talk about the real stuff here. 3733 with gear down mode on at CL18. No matter what I did, this would never pass going down to CL16. And I don't have the screenshots of it because I didn't think I was gonna make a video on it. But this setup here did like 17, 18 hours of Testament 5 on the extreme profile. And then like 16 hours of Prime 985 large FFTs. I'm not gonna buy like Carhu or anything like that. I'm too lazy for that, and that seems good enough for me. But yeah, the reason I say it's abnormal, I mentioned that right. So this will not go down no matter what I do. It's just not possible. It will boot 16, it'll even boot 14, but it's just not stable. Like when it did 16, it took like 9 hours for there to be an error. And then 14, it was like an hour. Maybe not even that. Yeah, I think it was like an hour. Even with 1.5 and all of this shit, 16 just wasn't stable. So that's quite strange because I've looked at other people and people can get like 4000 CL16 at 1.4 volts every day in the week. And they also run like 4x8, so I don't understand that. So I have like a weirdly weak cast latency, but from what I've seen, it seems like my RCD RD is pretty good, and then my TRC is also pretty good. A lot of the stuff I'm basing off of is off of Buildzoid, and then just things I found on Reddit of other people's overclocks. But it seems like uh people said like 10 nanoseconds is like the limit of TRCD RD, and I'm pretty sure I'm like very slightly faster than that. Let's see. Oh wait, wrong way. Wait, 10 nanoseconds. So I want. Uh, yeah. So it's like just a little bit under. So I want to do it the other way. So 18 times 2,000 divided by 2. All right, yeah. So like 9.6. The bin is 4000 CL19. Oh, I mean that's the RCD 19, which would be 9.5. So I'm like at right where it is. And I have no idea if TRP and TRS are as low as I can go. But TRC ends at like 54. So I added a little bit. I added 56, make sure it's good. And I'm pretty sure like mid to low 50 is like the best TRC gets for Revy, especially for 4x8 on a board that doesn't want to use 4x8. Then we have 4416, all good, nothing strange here. These won't go lower. I've tried. This error, if I go to like 10, the errors are after like 3 hours, which is really strange. I've noticed some weird behavior where if I raise RRDs and T faults like 624, this works at 410. I don't think that's worth the trade-off. Maybe it is, but I don't think so. TWR and RTP, they don't go below 10 and 20. Like I saw something where it's like double RTP, your TWR being double RTP is good for stability or whatever. I asked Buildzoid, he said that's just stupid. Go as low as you can go. They don't go any lower. RTP errors after like 4 hours, and this also errors after like 9 hours. So don't know what to deal with that. TRFC almost 300. That's pretty freaking good. I think it could do 300. But can't do below 300. I did like 295, and 295 didn't work. So like 567, sure that works, and that passed. 2.2, good. Cast latency 2 minus CL, nothing wrong with that. This also doesn't go lower. RDWR at 10 does, I mean, it doesn't go lower. I mean, 8 doesn't work, I mean, but 10's plenty good, almost at register limit. 3 doesn't want to go lower than that, and that's plenty fine. And then 4466, these can't go lower. So overall, nothing wrong with this kit. I mean, it's pretty good. But it is interesting to me that a lot of timings I see other people get were like, oh yeah, bro, my RTP goes down to 6 and my TWR is 10. And oh yeah, I could do 2.6 every day of the week. Not even an issue. Excuse me. So I think it's pretty strange that the timings that normally scale well with voltage and that just Revy in general does fairly well, my kit doesn't do super great. But the timings where it doesn't do well, like a fairly tight RCD, RD, a TRC, and I guess TRFC, is what it does do good at. And I'm using a lot of voltage. So if anyone has suggestions about this, I'll take them. Especially when it comes to the long-term effects of these voltages. Because I'm pretty sure like this is like the limit of if you go beyond this, you're kind of screwed. But if you keep this, you're okay. But if anyone has anything, I would love to see it. And that's it. Thank you.